Hello, my name is Edwin.
This is Jeff.
And this is Gobble Gobble Frantic. Welcome to Tilted Not Stirred Gobble Gobble Edition.
That's sus as fuck.
Woo! Wait, what's wrong with Gobble Gobble?
Gobble Gobble Frantic.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, it's Gobble Gobble. Tilted Not Stirred. There you go. Right, you never heard Gobble Gobble?
Yeah.
Like not in that context. Yeah, not in this context.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call myself Gobble Gobble Edwin.
Hey, I mean, it's not what I heard. But anyways,
jeez.
How are you guys?
Pretty good, man. Pretty
Chillin'.
good.
Hey, it was real nice seeing you guys on last week. I had to put it in the group chat because I'm like, man, like, I remember, I guess I was just reminiscing that day. Like, man, we used to all hang out every weekend. Yeah, I'm going to hit up the boys, see if they want to hang out.
Yeah,
and it was like the good old days.
I was telling Jeff while we're on our way that there's Fridays where I'm just chilling at home. And that's all I do. I just kind of chill, let the night pass, go to sleep. And it's like, that time was allotted for the boys. You know what I mean? Every Friday we all got together, and there's just been, since COVID and all that stuff, I've become more accepting of being at home and kind of just not doing much, right? And you texted us, and I was like, wow, Friday for the boys? I'm fucking exhausted, but for the boys? And I went out there, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, we had good food. We had
good company.
We had dinner and a show. I mean, yeah, the company was all right, but the performer, man, that guy was. Dude, I should have grabbed that guy's card for a future wedding because, man, he was playing all the Teenage Angst bangers. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
And he had a good voice.
Yeah, I mean, for the genre of music, for sure. Yeah, just solo performing. Jamming out, basically playing all the nostalgia rock and like punk rock tracks on a la acoustic. It was very awesome. It was a good night.
For sure.
Yeah. What else do you guys do over the weekend?
Speaking of good music, I guess I went to a Beach Boys concert. They've been doing it for 60 motherfucking years. There's
Are
only
they still
one.
Good?
I mean, there's only one guy, and then the rest are like relatives of the other guys. But it was pretty fucking good. Like, I mean, he started with social commentary, which was a little wild and boomery.
Did he have like hot takes or anything, or was it just kind of like
It was like
the world's fucked up, man. We're here and we're gonna have a good time, all right?
No, he was going to play a song called like Beach Girl or something, Surfer Girl, and he said, "I know we are in a college institution, and these pronouns that I'm going to."
Oh my god!
Yeah, so he like shoehorned this whole pronoun conversation, and he goes, "But for this sake, we're gonna be using she, because it's a girl, and it's pretty hard to use any other pronoun."
Wow. And so he opened up with being like very inclusive, and then the cat was out of the bag when he said it'd be pretty hard to name them with any other pronoun.
Yes, because he's like, the song is called Surfer Girl. Like, I have to sing
Jesus
about a she, and it was just like, bro, you didn't have to.
Yeah.
Matt could have said nothing at all and just played the song.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I mean, shit. I mean, is that the demo that goes and watches the Beach Boys?
Bro, they're old as fuck. They've been playing for 60 years.
Yeah, which kind of makes me wonder, like, who are they? I don't know. Maybe it was because of the college campus that they were playing at, but
there's a bunch of young people, but also like a lot of young people that came with like their grandparents or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know how many Beach Boys.
Yo.
Shots fired.
No.
I
Man,
didn't know how many.
makes one reference about pronouns, and now he's a bitch boy. Not even a beach boy anymore.
I didn't know how many Beach Boys songs I actually knew. I thought I only knew Surfing Safari, but wouldn't it be nice? Good vibrations. Like I was like, damn, I didn't know that they sang this. And then the Kokomo or whatever, way down in Kokomo. That's a good song too. I'm just like, huh, cool stuff. But
Right on. That was on Saturday?
Yeah.
When was that concert? On Saturday?
yeah,
I want to
was the
go
next
see
day.
Wakanda Forever that day. And
I mean, we can't talk about it, but did you like it?
What? Wait, we can't talk about it?
Spoilers, man.
Because Jeff hasn't seen it.
How have you not seen it, man?
Because I'm not gonna go to the theaters to watch that. I'll rather just wait for it to be on Disney Plus for free.
So
Well,
should I...
For the subscription to that.
Well, I guess I won't say anything about it.
Did you like it? Yes or no?
I mean, I liked it. It's a Marvel movie without a Chadwick, so what can you expect? That's all I'm gonna say. It was okay. I feel like it's worth watching. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
expectations. Don't set any kind of crazy expectations for it.
100%. I feel the same way.
Oh, you
Yeah.
watched it?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
But
Yeah. After
another
I finished,
thing-
well,
Go ahead,
yeah,
go ahead.
actually, no, never mind. I don't want to. No, it's fine. It's fine. We'll
What
let
was
Jeff
that?
watch it, and then we'll talk about it on our own. It's fine.
for sure. Something that derailed my entire weekend was the World Cup.
Yes, that. The World
Let's
Cup,
save it for after the intro.
It's beautiful.
All right, roll the intro.
We'll roll the intro.
Wait, Jeff, what have you been up to?
It's too
I've
late.
been listening to the intro.
It's a pretty good one.
So, Jeff, I take it you've been all up on the World Cup.
I've watched 3 games.
Oh wow, I guess I've watched more than you then.
Yeah. Well, 2.5 games. But I did wake up at 8 in the morning to watch Mexico play.
Wow, you actually woke up early.
Yeah. I should have just slept and woken up at the second quarter.
It was a good game, man. It was a good game. I guess we'll talk. I guess about the World Cup from the start. Qatar, on the wrong side of history here, with the host team being Qatar. The Qatar men's soccer team is the first host team to lose the opening game at a World
Wait,
Cup.
for real?
So that was great. Yeah.
Wait, they're the first?
Yep. Very first
Doesn't
host
sound right.
team.
I mean, Russia was on roids, so.
Yeah, I looked it up, and apparently that they're the first host team to lose the opening game. They don't have to win, just they're the first ones to lose.
Ah.
No,
I guess
okay,
that makes
okay.
more sense, yeah.
So that is a very interesting.
I mean,
I looked it up, and I didn't do a shit ton of digging, but that is kind of remarkable to be the first to lose.
They tried their hardest not to lose, right? In the first 3 minutes they get scored on, and all of a sudden it's not a goal.
Yeah, Ecuador was actually, I was surprised, like pleasantly surprised that they look half decent. Like they're gonna be competitive and they're gonna be fun to watch. What I didn't like is very first goal that they scored, but then they called off, and this is something that's been bugging me a lot for this World Cup, is the offsides and this new technology that's supposed to be like, oh, the cameras can see if players are behind the defense and that the ball has a chip, and the ball, once it's passed, and it's bullshit. Like
They'll give, like, if they gave you a real life picture of what's happening, like, it's very easy to kind of be like, okay, I see it. But because they give you a computerized version of it, it's just like, during that goal especially, right? They only showed the defender and the player, but they don't show the goalkeeper. And
Uh-huh.
when they do show you that image, that's after the pass. Offside states that when the pass happens, that's when you're offside.
Right.
But the ball was already like in the air on their heads, and it's just like, okay, we need more context here other than this computerized image of a player that's offside.
I
That
mean,
only shows
do you want to see the money going into the refs' pockets? What else do you want to see there?
Yeah.
exactly.
Do you want to see them handing the briefcase with pictures?
So
Exactly,
the very
right?
Black and
first
white?
goal, I think they said that like, oh, his arm was like in front of the defender, and like it's offside because of that. After they already celebrated, after all the fans already popped off, and they're like, no, it's not a goal, and I'm like, okay, so Qatar is actually just trying to like buy this game, like actually. But then the more games I watch, the more that this technology has been getting in the way of games. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess it wasn't rigged in the Qatar one, even though they still lost. I guess it's really just like what this World Cup is going to be. And
Pe-
it's been a lot of late calls. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, like,
I mean, against Mexico, they waited like a whole 30 seconds before the guy went to the VAR review.
yeah,
that's
it's
been
so
that's been a new
weird.
rule. That's been a new rule because what tends to happen if you call it right away, let's say someone calls an offside right away and it wasn't offside, right? But the guy goes on to score the goal. They'll go back after the goal is scored and then be like, was this offside? And if it was not offside, the goal stands. And if it was offside, the goal gets like
Well,
taken
that's
out.
fine, but there was already another play happening.
Yeah,
And then they
people
just
are like
stopped
getting
it.
people are like getting fouled or like risking injury because they're having all these late ass calls. Like if it's a foul, call it a foul at the spot. If it's offsides, call it offsides on the spot. Like we don't need play to continue and then you look at the consequences of the play and you're like, actually no, that's not a goal.
Yeah, 100%. It's always been an argument after like VAR and all these like technologies getting into the soccer game. Like that's been a
Hey man,
concern of a
I won't
lot of
let you
people.
badmouth goal line technology.
Goal line technology works. It's what it is. And what goal line technology does is if the ball crosses the line at any point, the ref gets a goal or no goal on his watch. And that's it. Like goal line technology doesn't do anything other than is it a goal or is it not a goal? And if the
I'm
ball
referring to the
perfect.
old way where they just used to show you the ball crossing a. They digitized it and it made no sense. Like this is a goal. Look at this image of a ball crossing a line.
Look
It's
where
all
it landed.
computerized.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They still do that.
It's kind of
That's
like
such a
in
meme.
tennis as well. I don't know if you guys have seen like when they review whether a serve was in or not, or like if the rally's going on, and they'll show you a computerized like a little silhouette of the ball, and then like if that like as if the ball leaves like a shadow on the ground. It's so strange, but like
It's elongated and everything.
it's an
Yeah.
elongated shadow, and then like if the shadow's touching the line, it's like, oh, it's in. There it is. It's like, oh my god.
Why can't they
This
just
is-
overlay the video and like why does it have to be a computerized image?
I don't know,
Exactly.
dude.
That's literally it. But yeah, England beats Iran 6-2. England's filling themselves. They think it's gonna be coming home.
Wait, they
Hey.
beat a bad team.
It's
and
coming
now
home. It's coming
I
home,
mean,
boys.
the real shock is that they let two Gorskol on them. Like what?
I mean, they're just like stat padding. They're just kind of having fun out there scoring goals, and
What do you mean? Goals matter, no?
yeah, I mean the goal differential. I mean they're straight. Like you're getting scored twice.
When you
it's
score,
whatever.
yeah, when you go score 6, it's like you still have a 4 goal differential. So
Yep.
it's not the end of the world.
I don't know. The world could use more Brazil score lines.
Senegal loses to the Netherlands 2-0. That one especially hurt for me because Chelsea's goalkeeper is the goalkeeper for Senegal, and he looked pretty bad, and he's looked pretty bad for Chelsea as well. So kind of fucking sad.
Well, speaking of Chelsea players, you got a USA, huh?
Oh my god. So
The USA
US
game.
and Wales. And like the US controlled what, like 80% of the possession?
Something absurd in the
Something
first
like
quarter
that,
or
yeah.
first half.
Wales did absolute shit. They didn't do
Wales was
anything.
out there looking like they were trying to get a draw
Exactly.
or lose.
No, they were trying to get a draw or work the counterattack. You know, if
Or
the
like
US is all
score off a
pushed up,
set piece or something.
exactly.
Draw foul, yeah.
They were trying to win that way. Pulisic running around doing a lot of positive runs and then doing absolute nothing with it. And that's what he's been doing for Chelsea. That's why he gets benched. Everybody in the US is like, Pulisic needs a better team, blah, blah, blah. And it has been three Chelsea coaches that have played him and realized that he wasn't good for them. And they've benched, each and every one of them has benched him. And this World Cup was supposed to be his redemption of like Chelsea doesn't play him enough, like they're fucking up, and you know his end product is really bad. It costs us the fucking game to Wales, who did nothing, and it's just like, god damn it, dude! If you were to just connect the cross, he attempted so many crosses.
Yeah, they were all low, man. It wasn't a good look.
100%, even off the corners. You corner kick to the like first defender.
Post. Yeah, the first defender. It was not a good look. What I will say about the USA game is that they came out with a lot of energy in the first like 5-10 minutes, and I was like, holy shit, like this pace is insane. Like, is this really the US? And then like when they slowed down, it's like, okay, cool. Like they're not really built like that. Like that's cool. They're back down to earth. But the game was okay in the end. I mean, I don't mind the 1-1. It is what it is.
So the guy who scored, Tim Weah, his dad, George Weah, was a Ballon d'Or winner.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
what team did he used to play for, his dad?
George Weah.
If you don't know, it's cool. I just wondered.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he's the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, he was a Ballon d'Or winner.
That's pretty good.
And now he's a president of Liberia or some shit.
Oh, damn.
All right.
Busting Manny Pacquiao, taking the success in sports and then taking it to new heights with the government position.
Let me look that up real quick. George Weah. But anyways, his dad he has a lot to live up to.
I mean, it's kind of hard. It's like, imagine like Bronny, like LeBron James' son having to live up to LeBron James. Like that's fucking tough. Like, you know, it's kind of unfortunate that when sons go into the same sport, you know, there's like some sort of expectation or comparison. So I don't think he needs to win a Ballon d'Or to, I guess, justify being a soccer player. But anyways, moving on from the USA game, we have one of perhaps the biggest upset of the tournament. We had Saudi Arabia defeating Argentina out of nowhere, or maybe it was Saudi Arabia and the refs, or Saudi Arabia and the offsides technology. But Argentina looked like they had no answers for the defense. Basically, the offside traps that Saudi Arabia was putting on them. I mean, it worked. They won the game.
They pressed them pretty high up, and that second goal was incredible. You know, it was a beautiful
banger.
goal.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
It was worthy of winning the game for sure.
The commentators, when the game started, were like, "Hey, keep an eye on Al Dawsari, or whatever his name was. I don't know if I butchered the pronunciation, but they're like, keep an eye out for him. He has a knack for the incredible." And sure enough, he scored that second goal.
Are you watching the games on Fox or Telemundo?
I'm watching it on Fox Sports 1.
Wow.
Wow.
Dude, they're
I
so
know.
boring. I try to watch
They're
a game
so
in English,
boring.
it's boring. Telemundo
They're.
Deportes is where it's at. Not sponsored, just saying.
I agree. I 100% agree.
So yeah, Argentina is shook right now. Luckily they were, I mean, luckily for them, the result of the Mexico-Poland game kind of gave them a chance because Poland and Mexico both tied 0-0. Surprised that Mexico was able to impose their will on the Polish team despite not, being able to
finish.
finish, which is, it wouldn't be a Mexican team without it. So I'm glad to see that some things never change.
Well,
Just like Santo Memo Ochoa.
Yeah, just like Memo Ochoa, who's proven to us yet again that he is the best player ever in the history of Mexico.
So
he's been sanctified.
the weakness that we all knew Mexico has, right? Set pieces. They were not gonna win corners against the Polish.
Yeah, the Polish have like a 5 foot height advantage.
They survived them. That
They
was pretty
did.
impressive.
They defended the Polish corner as well.
And like they dictated play. They did everything right, but they don't have a striker. Ever since Jimenez's like injury, he has been a shadow of himself. So much so that his team, Wolverhampton Wanderers, they played him, and he wasn't doing anything for them. So much so that they completely dropped him from the team. Like he's not, he's not a substitute, and he's not a starter.
Rip.
So by Mexico calling him up, that was a huge gamble when he's not really playing.
I mean, they brought him in this game, and he looked fine. He was making good runs. He didn't really have I think he had one good shot.
There was
But other
that
than he was
run
making good
where
runs.
it was a good counter. It was him by himself, and I think he had one other defender, and he kicked it a little too far ahead of him, and it was just over. But
I don't think that was him. I think that was another guy.
no, that was him when he
Was
came
it?
in. Yeah.
Oh.
But Denmark is supposed to be the dark horse for a lot of people. A lot of people are,
For the group or for the whole tournament?
for the whole tournament. They're putting them
Really?
semifinalists at least.
Who are they playing? What
Wow.
group are they in?
They played Tunisia and totally fucking didn't do
They're in
anything.
France's group,
Yeah.
where France has what seems to be
Australia.
a very easy group with Denmark, Tunisia, and Australia, and they dominated their first game. So there it is.
With sexy Giroud.
Sexy
Scoring.
Giroud and Mbappe doing his thing, but without making the podcast into a World Cup podcast, so far so good. World Cup has delivered highs and lows, but there's still a lot of games to be played. So guess we'll pick this back up, the World Cup talk at least, for the next episode. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
One thing before
So-
we get to our topic, sorry.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to talk about Hive because we're sponsored by. No, I'm just kidding. Not because we're sponsored, but because everyone was telling me hey, did you hear that some people are jumping ship from Twitter to this new social media app called Hive? And me being in advertising, I'm like, oh well, I might as well look into this. And I wouldn't be talking about it if I didn't find the origin story behind it kind of interesting. And it's not some crazy coincidence that this app was created or anything like that. It's just more so that the creator is actually a student living in Southern California. 23 years old, by the way. Raluca Pop. Hopefully I pronounced her name correctly. But basically she taught herself how to code back in 2019, and she used to kind of be like a micro influencer and stuff like that, and she just kind of hated how Twitter and Instagram and all the algorithms and the ads you were getting. Basically, that these social media ads were no longer fun and just kind of like way too like corporate, you know? So she's like, oh, I'm going to create an app. And they have over 1 million users. And I don't know how viable this app is going to be, but I mean, it has a lot of the stuff that you're already kind of used to seeing in social media stuff, like the discover, a trending, the ability to repost stuff. So not sure if it is a direct
Yeah, I was gonna ask,
replacement.
is this like a Reddit thing? Is this like a Twitter
It's
thing?
more
Is
like
this...
a Twitter / Instagram thing. I don't know if it's a direct replacement, but it could be a cool place for people to go to if they kind of like hate the whole algorithmic stuff and the overwhelming amount of ads. What I will say though is that it's great that she created this app and she's getting like all this like, you know, thousands and thousands of people enrolling. What I will say though is that I wouldn't bet on this app, like social media app, like being ad free for much longer. If like they start hitting like tens of millions of people,
Yeah,
then
servers are expensive, yo.
servers are expensive, and well, that's a lot of money to be made in advertising. So very cool, very cool. I like that. I like that there are options out there for social media, and if Hive continues to grow and becomes mainstream, then good on her. 23 years old and successful. That's awesome.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So that's basically my bit on Hive. You asked me about it, and I told you like, oh, I got something for you on the pod to, basically what it is. So that's that.
Well, okay. Would you guys be joining any new social medias? I think I'm done. I think
Dude,
I'm not.
I've been done for the last 10 years.
This is where we're old, man.
I am not following society into another fucking
Bro,
social.
I didn't do TikTok, and like at my ad agency, they talk about it and shit. I'm just like, oh no, I'm out of touch. I don't know what that is. I don't do it.
I think it just happens, dude. This is it. Like
Yeah.
it happens. Like
I barely use Instagram. Facebook is dead to me.
But even then,
I deleted Snapchat.
Think about how we're the first generation that is happening it to. Like obsolescence and stuff, yeah, it's always been a thing, but obsolescence in social media, I think this is a us generation kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean we're the generation that's definitely exploring a lot of these things, and we'll see how it goes. Well, I don't know. I don't know what it would take for me to download a new social media. I guess the only thing right now would be like friends. Like if all the guys are like, dude, we all gotta get on this, and I'll be inclined. If my girlfriend tells me you should download this social media app, because I want to like send you stuff on it, I'm like, well, I guess I'll do it, but I don't know how much I'll actually focus on, either like recruiting friends to jump on or like upping my numbers, like following people or whatever. Like I don't know. Social media at this point, before you would use it to like connect with a bunch of people, and then I feel like the older you get, the more bridges have already like either like started to rot or burned at some point. So you're like, actually my social circle's not as big as it once was, and I actually don't need to keep
100%.
up with everybody because the ones that matter the most are the ones I already talked to. So it's an interesting dynamic.
100%. I feel like having an Instagram right now, I have tiny micro like conversations with people that I haven't really talked to in a long time. If something is like interesting that they post, I'm like, oh, this or that or the other, right? But other than that, it doesn't pass that superficial level of whatever it is. It's never like, hey, how are you? You know what I'm saying? It's just it's so shallow that I feel like it, for the context that we all had it for, that no longer applies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of unfortunate, but it's a realization that you at some point become okay with.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. Social media is not that important. Um, I don't know. Maybe once we get like much, or maybe it's like a roller coaster type of thing. Like, you'll have your highs, your lows, and then as we get older, it'll be even more important because that'll be the only way we communicate. Who knows?
But think about
I mean,
think
all the old
about
people now will use Facebook, right?
yeah, but think about this, right? Everyone's moving on to a different social media. Everybody who does join the social medias stays together, right? If you were to join Hive, right? The people that you know from high school or college and all that stuff that have joined Hive, they're going to find you and you're going to be friends and stuff. All those other people that do not follow you to Hive become kind of dead to you in every sense of the way, right? They didn't move with you. A lot of people are moving along with each other. Once you stop that cycle, you're kind of dead to that person.
I guess I could kind of see that. It's
Y'all
kind
are
of
putting way too much importance on social media. To
No,
put
it's
it
not.
like
It's
that.
not the
thing about
importance.
social media is that's like a huge thing, and just because you don't have social media doesn't mean that it's not like important, or that it doesn't form a huge part of a lot of people's lives. So, I mean, maybe we're
100%.
like over analyzing it, and people are just like lizard brain and just like, oh, buttons and hearts, and I just want to be liked. Like whatever it
Dude, that's
is.
all it is. It's all it is just a dopamine delivery system. The people you really talk to, you already have phone numbers with, and you talk to them through like your messaging system, not through Instagram
Right.
most of the time, right? So it's just dopamine and an ad delivery system. That's all social media is nowadays.
Kind of, yeah.
It's a very like Frank said, it's a very big part of life and society in general. That we cannot diminish its big role in our society. You know,
Yeah. So,
as gross
guess
as that is.
yeah, I guess that's some more of like well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see where that goes, because I never thought that I would see like Twitter fall, and it's like falling. And same thing with MySpace. Back when MySpace was huge, could you ever imagine MySpace would no longer be a thing at some point?
Oh yeah, dude.
There's a lot of
MySpace was terrible.
Was it though?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Not the way I remember it.
I mean, you were a child back in the day, so
Yeah, I mean, I had nothing else to compare it to. That's true.
yeah. Well, social media, it's scary. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, it is.
Start being old. Start being really old.
I mean,
It's scary, and I don't understand it.
I mean, I guess just to kind of finish off this conversation, the biggest thing with social media is going to be like, if we ever have kids, that conversation about like when's the good age, or should they ever use it? Like that's going to be the hardest question, I think.
I made a MySpace as a child, and I was strictly told that I couldn't make one. But because I really liked this girl and she had a MySpace, I made one.
Bro, I was an unsupervised child with the internet, so
I got grounded to hell for that, but was it worth it? Sure, I guess.
How did your mom figure out you made a MySpace?
Because I
Did
was
she
using
have
it.
one? Oh.
No, I was using it. But yeah, that's, I guess, I mean, I was what?
So would you try to stop your kids
Sixth
from
grade?
doing it, or just be like, you know what, they're going to do it whether I know it or not, and so might as well just have that conversation with them? What do you think you're going to be?
Because we were raised with the internet, we know it. We know that you'll see some fucked up shit. You'll see things that you shouldn't be seeing. And it's just about being responsible with, like, because I mean, it's too many self-imposed rules and stuff. You're going to make your kid rebel against you. And
Dude, I'm just going to sit my kid down and be like, son, today I'm going to teach you how to clear your search history.
I don't want to know
'Cause-
what you want. I don't know. I don't want to know. You don't want us to know.
Yeah.
And the wonders of private browsing.
That's true. And the
Yeah,
wonders
we
of
just
private
gotta-
browsing.
And you don't Google pornography of the people your age.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's
Yes,
probably.
yes.
Just got to be responsible for it, man.
Changing
One of my
gears
friends.
here.
Wait, actually,
No?
one last thing about social
Okay.
media. One of my friends this weekend, met a girl, right, and they had been talking, and on Tinder, on like a dating app or whatever. They had met, they'd been talking and stuff, and they exchanged nudes, right?
Mm.
Lo and behold, this was not a girl; it was a dude, and was like, $5,000 or I will release these pictures to your homies. And this person chose me. So
So you
I
got a
woke
dick
up-
pic?
I woke up and I have 3 messages from my friends saying, whatever you do, don't open those messages.
Wow.
And I was like, sure, done deal. Right?
So you immediately opened it?
No.
I mean, you gotta see. I mean, you gotta be a little curious, no?
No, I just deleted it, but
Wow.
it was just like a, I got you, man, but don't pay this person. This person, you pay them, what, $5,000? He'll still do it.
Yeah,
Let's
It's
So-
called reverse Google imaging searches.
Reverse Google imaging searches?
Yeah, you just whenever they send you a nude, you right click, image search, and then you can see if it's just a standard photo,
What?
Wait, how does that
Because
work
if
again?
someone's pretending to be a girl, they're not going to use an actual photo. They're going to use what
Oh, I
it's already out
see.
there.
I see.
So if you can find it on the internet, that means it's not who they say they are.
100%. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so... Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so
I don't
be
wanna
careful
live in
out there
this
with
world.
social media.
I got. If you're
careful.
talking to someone, you gotta search their profile picture now. This is what this is what we've come to.
I mean, you got to do that on Tinder too.
I mean,
I
meet the
guess.
person.
I never
I
used
think
that stuff, so maybe I'm just delusional.
meet the person before you send them pictures of your butthole.
Probably important.
Or just have a photo of Justin Verlander on standby for those occasions.
Oh,
Send them
my
a fake,
God.
a fake dick pic.
Jesus.
All right.
Well, changing
So-
gears. I mean, shit. How do we? We're gonna go from talking about Justin Verlander's big schlong to what we're all thankful for. This is the Gobble Gobble edition of Tilted Not Stirred.
Jesus.
So I guess maybe it is a perfect segue.
I ain't do no gobble gobble.
No gobble gobble. You had the
I
chance.
I didn't do any gobble gobbling.
So let's I guess get a little cheesy. What are you guys thankful for? This is Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday despite people,
It's a
saying
pretty
how
good
much
one.
of a shit thing it is, but it's a good one.
I'm gonna go first just so I can steal this one before you guys can say it. I'm thankful for you guys. Aww. Friday,
Wow.
do the thing.
Oh shit, I
Let's-
wasn't ready. I didn't. Wow. That's beautiful. Thanks, Jeff. Hey, I'm thankful for you too, man.
Hey man, thanks.
What
Yeah.
else are you thankful for though? Like not memes aside.
Memes
we're
aside?
just internet friends. We're not really
Yeah.
friends.
Oh,
Fake stuff aside.
Contractual obligations.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, dude. Friends, family, health, the Dodgers. What more? What more does a man need in life?
Mm.
Yeah. I'm pretty much the same, My family, my job, the fact that my future is looking pretty bright.
Hell yeah, man. That's what's up.
Yeah. Denise,
D-Nice.
nice. The fact that, she's amazing. Yeah, I could say a lot, but I won't. and the fact that I'm in a privileged position to be comfortable in life right now. That's kind of nice. The fact that I could come home, do this podcast, not have problems with money or health or anything in general. You know, everything seems pretty good, and I like that.
Damn, dude, that's awesome. I mean, you stole a lot of the ones that I was gonna say, but yeah, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. It's I mean, all our parents here are basically immigrants, right? We're first gen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, they wanted us to have an easier life, and well, it definitely is easier than theirs. Sometimes I do feel like, man, maybe I should work a little harder, but maybe I'm just a silent quitter, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm chilling, like I'm good right here. So I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I'm my amazing girlfriend, obviously, first and foremost, and that's been nothing but a positive in my life. So very nice. We're about to be 33 years together. Time flies, man. Time
Oh yeah.
flies. The health of my family, something I'm very thankful for. We just don't get sick, man. It's pretty great. Maybe it's because we don't like. I mean, there's people that like break their bones like because they went like on a ski trip or like they do like stuff like that, so that they're more I guess exposed to potential things that might get them in the hospital. But like we're just a very chill family that you know doesn't engage in anything dangerous, and we're all relatively healthy and we don't get sick off of anything. So I mean, I'm about to be 30 years old and my family is still holding strong. So that's
Heck yeah, dude.
it's a great thing. The fact that all the homies are still kicking and screaming, that's always good. Unfortunately this year I've seen a lot of people lose a lot of friends out of nowhere. And they're all young people, and it's like, holy fuck. That is that is sad. That is sad. Whenever I see like in movies or in novelas and stuff back when I used to watch them, and the parents were crying and basically saying like a parent should never see the death of their child. And it's just like, fuck. It's some heavy stuff, and the fact that all the homies are still up, it's like, dude, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's 2022 and we're still here.
Yeah, we survived the fucking pandemic.
Yeah, hey man, our kid, well, I mean, for those who are going to have kids, we're going to have great stories to tell them about how we made it through a pandemic.
But we sat around doing nothing for.
We were brave. We were
We
brave.
played Animal Crossing.
we were brave, and we took it head on. Sometimes we wouldn't even wear a mask when we went outside. That's how much of a badass we were.
I watched the shit ton of Netflix. Played Animal Crossing with the boys and my girlfriend. Yeah, I was so brave.
Yeah, and thankful for the glorious House of Gains. Been I re-upped on another year of the gym, so very, very nice.
Very nice.
And finally, just thankful for another shit year that's gone by, and I'm still happy and mostly unbothered. It's good times, man. It is good times. Not for everyone, but in Frantic's world, we're doing all right. Yeah. We're doing all right.
Well, we got a little heavy. How about we get a little heavy with the Thanksgiving dishes? What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
Ooh, I gotta go with ham and
whether
mashed
it's
potatoes, dude.
Whether it's a side or a main dish. What's up? Just ham and mashed potatoes?
Yeah, what more do you need, dude? The turkey's overrated.
I don't eat ham.
Turkey is overrated? Oh, no.
I do not eat ham. I would choose not to eat ham.
Hey, I mean, we all make choices in life. Some of them are wrong, but,
To be fair to Jeff, I actually do look forward more to the ham than the turkey. But the turkey's essential.
I'm not saying it's not essential. I'm just saying it's overrated.
I served myself a plate, right? And I don't know what I like most. But I do know that each and every side and main dish and everything is covered with gravy. I think I like gravy.
Shout outs to King's Hawaiian Rolls getting a special mention.
King's Hawaiian Rolls is my favorite Thanksgiving food.
with some mashed potatoes and some turkey in there.
Do they sell King's Hawaiian Rolls like year round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because I feel like I only ever have them on Thanksgiving.
It's just Thanksgiving when they're sold out.
Yeah.
Like you can't find them.
Holy shit.
Maybe butter the tops, fry them a little bit.
Oof.
Oh, wait a minute. So you don't wait. You don't just eat them like straight out of the bag?
I can.
You guys do something fancy with them? What do you guys? What do you do?
Fancy. Yeah, you can get fancy with them.
Wait,
Yeah.
tell me, please. I need to know.
I mean, I see a lot of people in my family. They just butter it up. They split it open, butter both sides, and there you go.
Okay, so just butter.
I make a little
butter.
slider.
A slider.
some
Yeah,
garlic.
That's what I do.
And garlic mash. You know, you put your garlic mash in there. You put your turkey. You put your gravy on there, and you know, if you want to put green beans or corn, go ahead. You know, and you just make that into a sandwich, and it's a Thanksgiving miracle.
I'm gonna try that.
Maybe
this
soak
year.
the bread in the gravy for a little bit before you do that.
Boy, I think I just like gravy.
I'd say my favorite thing for Thanksgiving is mashed potatoes.
Do we fuck with stuffing? Because I fuck with stuffing.
It depends on the stuffing. I like the traditional bread stuffing, but not like the ground beef stuffing.
Yeah, at my lady's place, they're the first family that I have a Thanksgiving with, and that they have stuffing. And so at first I was a little apprehensive, didn't know if I was gonna like it. I was like, I was confused. Like I thought y'all were Mexican. What are you doing?
It's the one day a year we could eat like white people, man.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, so y'all have stuffing then. All right, let me try this. And yeah, it was great. I definitely recommend. From what I know about stuffing is that everyone does it different. So
Yeah, that's just what I was gonna bring up.
yeah,
right?
so it's
There's
hit or
people that put
miss.
it inside the turkey, and then
You're not supposed to do that.
There's
Wait,
there's
why
people
not?
that do that.
They
There's
cook
peop-
at different temperatures and different times.
Makes sense.
I do stovetop stuffing. I don't put that shit inside my fucking turkey. Like, nah, dog. Because yeah, they do cook at different temperatures, and you're gonna get either some raw ass turkey or some raw ass stuffing, or some burnt ass stuffing.
Yeah, or dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I do the stovetop things, and if I want to combine them when they're in my plate, go ahead. But when it's inside, that's a little wild.
So one of the things about Thanksgiving that I would like to one day possess this skill is to be the mac and cheese guy. I want to one day perfect the mac and cheese to the point where it's like, oh man, we need to invite this guy over because he's the mac and cheese guy. That's what I would want to be one day. I
How many
aspire to
cheeses?
that. I don't know. Like I've never cooked mac and cheese before, but I just feel like it's one of those things like if you're the mac and cheese guy, you will guaranteed be invited to the Thanksgiving dinner.
I mean, it's pretty simple, dude. You start with your roux, which is just flour and butter. That's the foundation of it all. And then after you get your roux, that's when you blend your cheeses, and you have your pasta cooking separate, and then you throw it all together. And then
You see,
there's
if it were
seasoning
simple,
involved.
then anyone could do it. But not everyone can be the mac and cheese guy. Or
What's
lady.
what's something you don't fuck with at Thanksgiving? Cranberry sauce.
might be
man.
sacrilege, but I was gonna say that I'm not really a huge gravy person.
I mean, yeah, that's more for me. That's cool.
Oh, man. Anything green, get that out of here. This is a time for indulgence. Get
What
that
do you
healthy crap off my
mean?
plate.
Green beans?
No.
Oh my
Get
God.
that healthy shit off my plate, dude. This is
You
a
got-
time for indulgence.
You got the
Okay.
celery inside the stuffing, bro. You fucking up.
See, we don't put celery inside stuffing.
I'm trying to think if I eat anything green on that day. Not really. No one makes a salad either.
Mm-mm.
There's no green beans.
maybe
in
if
your
the
place?
maybe if the apple pie is made with green apples, I guess you can kind of count that.
I haven't
sure,
had an
dude.
apple pie in a hot minute. I might need to swoop by Mickey D's one of these days.
I don't fuck with cranberry sauce.
I don't think I've ever tried cranberry sauce.
It's
It
like,
seems
why?
very off-putting.
It's like what?
I had
like,
it. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
You
I
just-
saw one commercial for it where it was literally them opening up the can, plopping it onto the plate, and it was like gelatin, and that was their selling point. Like, oh, look at it jiggle. And I'm like, yo, that does not look appetizing.
Yeah, I don't
No,
know.
it's supposed to be a
sauce, not gelatin.
Cranberry is like my favorite thing, so like, I fucked with it. I was like, yeah, this is cool. I don't know why I don't have this normally, but it was good.
If you have the person in your family who brings over fruit jello with fruit inside of it, like uninvite those motherfuckers. That's disgusting.
I'm thinking of like Thanksgiving fails, and I remember my mom saying that she'll make the mac and cheese. I'm like, no, like you don't understand. Like it's gotta be like the best mac and cheese. She's like, yeah, don't worry, I got you. It was fucking Kraft's mac. I don't know if I've ever been more disappointed at Thanksgiving dinner. The rest of the food was great, but I was just kind of like, holy crap. It was like, what just happened? I mean, it was mac and cheese. She did what she said she was gonna do. I don't know. I thought we were speaking the same language.
Wait, are baked beans part of the Thanksgiving feast?
Not in my house.
Nah, not mine either.
Damn, they should be. I feel
It's
like
more of a Christmas thing for us.
they'll go right in.
And do you guys have tamales?
Wait, you have beans like
They're more like refried beans with a fuck ton of chili in them.
Oh, okay. I was talking about like the barbecue tasting ones.
So what about
what I'm saying?
tamales?
Yeah, I get it, but nah.
Yeah, I feel like that would go real well in the white person like meal you're having.
Well, what about tamales though?
That's
For
Christmas.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah. That's Christmas.
Now from Thanksgiving to Christmas, it's like a constant, like endless supply of tamales. I don't know how it happens, but it just doesn't seem like they ever end.
I think that's a December thing. 100% a December thing. It cannot be a November thing. Because you got the Virgin Mary's birthday that people go all out with. You got Christmas. You got las posadas before Christmas. There's a lot of fucking tamale consumption in December. And then if you're anything like my family, where you make 60 tamales for families of 3, you have tamales. You have tamales.
For 2 weeks after?
Yeah, tamales well into February.
Oh, wow. Oh, man.
Yeah.
This Thanksgiving is going to be a little different, but well, yeah, hopefully everyone is able to make it to their families and doesn't spend it alone. At least have somebody to spend it with.
You know what's one of my regrets this year? That I didn't plan a Friendsgiving. That would have been so dope.
I mean, we still can.
I mean, shit. It's way too. I mean,
you could always just hang out with the squad with good food. Sorry about that.
Order some pizza.
Order some pizza.
Hell no.
Yeah. Some McRibs.
Oh.
hell no. None of that shit. But yeah, Friendsgiving. I've only done one once and it was amazing.
Was it the same one we went to?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
It was a good
one.
time.
Yeah, it was cool.
Actually, I've done two, but yeah. Pretty good stuff.
See, Friendsgiving wouldn't work for us because none of us really cook except for one of the homies. And that's just like leaving it all on him.
On David.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Franny can bring his mashed potatoes, dude.
I could do that.
His mac and cheese, my bad.
Well, I could do mashed potatoes. I want to be the mac and cheese guy. Maybe I just want to be the guy that brings the sides. I don't know.
I'll bring the Jello with the fruit inside.
No.
I'll bring the King's Hawaiian rolls.
Oh yes.
All right. So, any closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts. Mexico is still in this.
I'm thankful for Memo Ochoa.
Thankful for Memo
yeah.
Ochoa.
Santo Memo.
Yeah. He's a god. Anyways, closing thoughts. Thankful for our listeners. Thankful for you guys for what is this, episode 79 now? We've had a lot of great conversations, man. I just want to keep it going. Whether we choose to really make a push to grow it, or to just continue having it be a thing that at least forces us once a week to sit together and talk for an hour. Wherever it goes, man, I'm very happy and thankful for you guys.
I'm thankful for the people that we don't personally know that listen to our podcast. That's fucking amazing.
That is cool. And they probably know way too much about us, despite us being strangers.
Well, they're friends now. And yeah. You can reach us at our website, tiltednotstirred.com, or at our Instagram. You can listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube.
Remember to join us to share your questions and voice your thoughts on what has you tilted, not stirred.
See ya.
79 episodes in, and we're still not angry.
Still not tilted? I think the audience are the ones that are tilted, right?
Yeah, we get a lot of messages like, fuck you guys.
Well, happy Gobble Gobble, everyone.